Friends, this is a clock prophecy update for September 13, 2017. I wanted to give you a brief heads up, which is also an addendum, if you will, to the September 2, 2016 update at the website, in which I discussed the 2-hour wait or gap in time that I was shown would occur, but I was never shown what event the 2-hour gap would lead into. I now believe that the 2-hour gap takes us to the opening of the seventh seal and the beginning of the early raptures and the 4-part harvest. Please see the new article from the main page of the website on the 4-group harvest. That's a very important article that I want you to see. In a slide in this video, you'll see where I added the gap in time, the 2 hours that's equal to 1 watch on the clock, or 521 days, to the end date on the clock. This is the last opportunity that I see to account for the 2-hour gap in time, because I don't have a future point in time that's related to the clock after the clock end date, obviously. The result of the addition of those 2 hours, or 521 days, to the clock end date takes us to February 5, 2018. Now, what we want to do in this addendum is, and what I wanted to do in the update, if I thought about it at the time, is I wanted to back out a half hour to account for the half hour of silence in heaven, Revelation chapter 8, verse 1, which falls between some key or critical event of the sixth seal and the opening of the seventh seal in chapter 8, verse 7. Those 23 verses of separation on the clock, which are 144 days in real time, is 33 minutes on the clock, exactly as John describes it, about half an hour. This was not constructed or engineered by me. I didn't discover this until, honestly, about 2 years later, after the clock was shown to me and the Holy Spirit brought it to me. Now, when we subtract the 144 days from the February 5, 2018 date, it takes us back to September 14, 2017. That's day after tomorrow. That's tomorrow, actually. So today, this 13th, is possibly, if it is the date where the half hour of silence begins, then it may be the date of some culminating fulfillment of the 6th seal in Revelation chapter 6. Read chapter 6, verses 12 through 17 to get an idea of the kinds of things that we might be looking for possibly in the next 24 hours. And if something materializes or takes place, then it may be that we have begun the half hour of silence or have entered into that period of time. That would suggest that we've got until sometime in the early part of the year, not necessarily at the specific date that these numbers are pointing to, but as a general time frame, we may be looking at a fulfillment and the opening of the 7th seal and the beginning of the 4-part harvest. God bless as you continue to hear what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Behold, I come quickly. This is Peter John Brandel.